What's up guys, we are back for the final part of the Black Cat trials on difficulty 10, and this is going to be the brawler section. Now the brawler section might be some of the most difficult part depending on which characters you have available, and in this footage that we are going to take a look at, I'm going to use Black Cat, and I would recommend to you to use Black Cat as well. If you use your Black Cat the same way I'm going to use mine, you're going to be blown away with what she's going to be able to do to your progress. And also we are going to pair up other characters like Black Cat, and we are going to do amazing things. If you were impressed with what we did on the global controller nodes, you're going to be even more impressed now on these brawler nodes. So I'm actually quite excited to show you this because it really shows what Black Cat can do outside of arena, and that's what I find her to be most relevant, is actually outside of arena, where you can use her abilities multiple times. But apart from that, let's focus on the trials. So once again, we are going to do difficulty 10, but you can use these strategies on difficulty 9, 8 or 7, whatever you want to do it. We are going to use all the packs except the first one, Experimental Serum 2, and that's pretty much it. Everything else is activated, and this allows me to get top 50 on the current trials that we have right now. This was my second run. I'm still going to do one more run, but I need to get a few more shards on Star-Lord Annihilation, which thankfully Scopely gave a calendar with 10 shards, and that's going to be extremely helpful. So let's get started. We're also going to take a look at the first node. The first node doesn't really matter. It's just a node that you can charge up your Red Hulk ultimate or Val ultimate as well. It's not super important. You can just use Horseman characters with Apocalypse there or whatever, whichever makes you waste the least amount of time. So let's get started, and as always, if you like the information on these videos, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and make sure you smash that like button like a boss. Okay, let's get started. Let's see these brawlers in action. Okay, so here we go. We are at the start of our run, and like I said, we're going to do the node number 1. It doesn't really matter. It's a node that you can charge cooldowns for other characters. It's not super important. Like I said, the character I think you could charge up here would be pretty much or Red Hulk ultimate or Val ultimate, because it takes so long to charge him up. But it's not crucial. You can still play without them. It's going to be fine. I'm going to use Apocalypse with Eternals plus Val plus whichever character I used in the middle. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Just make sure that you are using characters that you are not going to use on other sections. And if you're using characters that you are going to use on other sections, make sure that they have all the cooldowns available. So that's a mistake I'm going to make here. I'm going to use the special, and then my Icarus now is so powerful, he just completely annihilates all the enemies. And then I was like, okay Icarus, great job. Now I cannot get the cooldowns back on Val. Either way, Apocalypse with his special destroys those characters in the corner. We have a bunch of symbiotes at the same time. You should be careful here. If you're using any kind of summoner, it could cause a problem to you. I use on purpose the special of Spider Weaver there to make sure that I do the isolate attack and see if I could finish it off. Unfortunately, it was not the case, but it was fine. But yeah, you have to be careful. If you bring any kind of summoner here or some character with low health, these carnages can really mess you up. And this is another place where your Spider Weaver becomes extremely important, right? Because of the charges and so on that cancel out the enemy Morgan Le Fay that we face, those carnages and everything in between. Okay, so we are going to take a look at node number something. Node number what? Node number 5? Yes, node number 5. The brawler's node, the first brawler's node. This node can be quite difficult, and that's why I mentioned that you should charge up your Red Hulk ultimate and the Val ultimate as well, because yeah, indeed, this level is quite tough. You want to make sure that early on you focus on long shot. You want to make sure that you delete long shot as fast as possible, but you also have to turn your mind and stop Shatterstar. So those are going to be your main priorities. Kill Longshot as fast as possible, delay Shatterstar, and then finish off Shatterstar. I'm using Shang-Chi, I'm using Quicksilver, I'm using Deadpool, I'm using Omega Red, or Red Hulk, not Omega Red, we are using Red Hulk, and also Val. This is because the team has a lot of survivability, the team has a lot of turning wind, some negative effects, not a lot, but we can spread the negative effects that we have, and that's going to be important. We also have some self-healing and buffs and so on, so overall this is a decent team. Now, you should really save the ultimate of Val and the ultimate of Omega Red for the last part of this node. What we are facing right now is the first wave with X Factor and also with Wong, which is okay, it's not a big deal. You should try to apply Disrupt to each of the multiple mans that are characters, not summons. The difference is there is no difference. You have to just pay attention and see where is their position. There is one in the far left corner, there is one somewhere in the middle, and there is one also somewhere on the back, I think. I don't remember, but I think there are 2 or 3. And you have to really pay attention to them, because otherwise they are going to get immunity and counters, and those counters can cause you some problems. And they will also keep healing up, so the faster you get rid of them, the less time you waste here. Okay, so once again, you want to focus on your multiple man primes and ignore the minions, because the minions, they don't really do a lot of damage. You can pretty much soak that damage with your face. And then just wait for the minions to be all gone, so you are ready to use your big ultimates against the second wave of enemies, which is going to be quite tough. Not only we have a very powerful Gambit, we also have double Strange Supreme and 1 Agatha. Whichever character attacks you, you are going to get destroyed. So you want to make sure that you really have all the cooldowns available. Even the Quicksilver ultimate, you have to pretty much throw all the cooldowns at the same time on the enemies. You should also have the special of Deadpool, because it removes 10% of health from the enemies, and that will allow you to push through and really finish those enemies that are quite tough. This is probably one of the hardest parts from the Black Cat trials, in my opinion. If you don't have the cooldowns prepared, if your characters are not strong enough to finish off Longshot and Shatterstar and Polaris, even Polaris, early on it can be a problem. We have a second Polaris, we also have Minerva. Minerva is always going to revive Longshot, she always revives the first character we killed. You should ability block as fast as possible on Agatha. This will prevent Agatha from applying offense down, barrier, and something else to you, heal block as well. So yeah, she's quite problematic. Make sure that you apply trauma to her, make sure you ability block her with Red Hulk ultimate and with the Val special, and then you are pretty much good to go. Shang-Chi is going to completely crush these enemies. We're gonna clap with that Red Hulk. Now, I think we can use the basic, or do I use the ultimate? We are on a situation that we have to really use the ultimate. It's getting dangerous. Okay, I use the ultimate because, yeah, indeed, it's getting pretty dangerous. Deadpool there doing some nice damage to the enemies. Now, once again, she's going to do the special, and she's going to steal health of the enemies. Okay, I didn't use the special, that's fine. You're going to use the ultimate instead. We have those defense subs, we have evades and so on. That should allow us to survive Morgan Le Fay attack. We're also going to call Scarlet Witch, and she's going to heal up everyone, giving energy and so on. And then Quicksilver with the Striker ISO 8 is going to destroy that Morgan Le Fay and finish off this node. Okay guys, so it's finally here, the last brawler node number 9, and this is the team I'm going to use. So we have Quicksilver, we have Black Cat. My Black Cat is level 90, 4 yellow stars, and gear tier 17. That's it. ISO 8 blue level 3, Skirmisher. It's not level 4, it's just level 3. So very impressive, right? I think this is going to be extremely surprising. I'm very proud on my gameplay on this. I was doing it for science. I was not really expecting to be able to beat with this team, but I actually did it. So Quicksilver, Black Cat with only 4 yellow, no red stars, no nothing. Then Lady Deathstrike, Red Hulk, and Abomination. So with these characters we have tons and tons of turn rewind. We also have 2 stuns, one from Black Cat, another from Abomination, and each of these characters have its own healing plus drain, and we also have Scarlet Witch to heal up if Quicksilver goes down. So overall, if we can apply slows and spread those slows around on the enemies, we could have a massive team here that could keep turning winding the enemies over and over again and finish them off. And that's exactly what we are going to do. So pay attention to this gameplay. You're not going to see this anywhere else because this is on the next level. So let's get started. Once again, I have a skirmisher on Black Widow, or Black Cat, Lady Deathstrike, and Red Hulk. All these characters are skirmisher. And then we have Quicksilver and Abomination as strikers. Let's get started. Let's take a look at this. I'm going to put it a little bit slower because it might be hard for some people to catch up all the action that is going on at the same time. Okay, so here we go. Let's take a look. So we have Captain Carter, and stupid me, I'm so fucking stupid that I forgot to charge up my Red Hulk, and I didn't add his special early on. If I had, it would be super easy. But either way, we're going to apply vulnerability to Captain Carter, and because now she has the slow from the Quicksilver special, I don't have to worry too much about her. So I'm going to stun one of those Kraken Americas, which is Captain America World War II, if you don't get the reference. And then we are just going to clap Lady Deathstrike with a turning wind plus Blitz plus offense down on multiple characters. The offense down came from Abomination clap. This was absolutely ridiculous, and it really put us in control, because now the enemies with less 50% damage, it's really huge for us. We are going to turn rewind the Captain America that is not stunned, and then we are going to turn rewind him again. We never want these Kraken Americas to do their ultimates, because their ultimates hurt quite a lot. Okay, so we are going to attack Captain America since Captain Carter is gone. Now that Captain Carter is gone, we can attack Captain America. You saw that I did massive amount of damage to the enemies. We also have Black Cat. She has tons and tons of death proof, and because of that we're gonna be able to stay alive for quite a long time. Scarlet Witch comes up with a heal, shields up the entire team. She can also extend the negative effects on the enemies. We have one more stun on the Kraken Americas. And the other characters, they don't have speed bar, they have offense down, they have disrupt, so we have nothing to worry about. Look at this insane level of control that we apply to the enemies. I let that Kraken America on purpose to finish off his turn and to lose the stun, because he's so close to that he's going to die just from some splash damage or something like that. And now I'm focusing on these characters with a lot of charges that can also deal some damage to us. Okay, so with Black Cat, now we use the basic just to do a little bit of turning wind. I also use the basic with Lady Deathstrike on that Winter Soldier. It didn't really matter if he attacked or not. And now we have the ultimate with Red Hulk. Skirmisher eyes away to Red Hulk to make sure that we land that trauma, and we also flip the positive effects into negative effects. Okay, so now with Quicksilver, we are going to turn rewind that Nick Fury. We also want to apply Disrupt to him so he doesn't do any funny stuff. And now, very, very important, we want to stun the Iron Fists, and we want to keep turn rewinding the Iron Fists or kill them. We have to turn rewind or we have to kill. And this is because if we don't kill them, they are going to start reviving other characters, and this is crucial for us if you want to succeed. Okay, turn rewind on the Iron Fists, on both of them at the same time. We're gonna focus on the one on the right. As soon as we finish this guy off, we literally have nothing to worry about. Now with Scarlet Witch, we are going to extend those stuns, vision attacks, and it's annoying because he clears buffs from Lady Strike and so on, but it's not a super big deal. Okay, so now everyone is on their knees. Thanks for the sub. Everyone is on their knees. We're gonna focus on Mary Hill. We don't want her to call any minions, and we don't want her to do any funny stuff with her ultimate. We also have to keep turning winding the Nick Fury, because we also don't want him to summon any minions. Otherwise, it's gonna have taunt, it's gonna be annoying, and we don't want that. And now this part can be extremely difficult. We have V-Vision, we have Squirrel Girl, and we have Kate Bishop. V-Vision is probably the slowest character. I try to apply slow to what's her name, to Squirrel Girl. Unfortunately, the slow got resisted. It didn't land with the Scarlet Witch basic. That was a huge problem. So with Red Hulk, I focus on V-Vision to turn rewind also Kate Bishop. And I thought that, yeah, sure, if Squirrel Girl heals, it's annoying, but we have worse problems right now. But look at that. We just had in time the stun with Abomination. Squirrel Girl, she has a speed of 120. Abomination has a speed of 121. So as long as we don't do any funny stuff with Kate Bishop, then Squirrel Girl is not going to be able to heal. So we stunned her, and now because we stunned her, she's going to use her ultimate first rather than the special. So this is going to be a huge deal, and we don't have to worry about her anymore. With the Black Cat, I think I did the ultimate or the special. I tried to do something with Black Cat. This is a 4 yellow Black Cat, level 90. It's not even level 95. So she failed whatever she was trying to do. Squirrel Girl, she attacked with her ultimate. That's fine as well, because we can survive the ultimate. It applies some negative effects to us, but we have death proofs, we have all these things, so it's not much we have to worry about. And then that's it. You focus on Squirrel Girl, you focus on Kate Bishop, and then you leave V-Vision and Scarlet Spider for last. Scarlet Spider is not a big deal until his third turn, so you have nothing to worry about. And there you go. This was crazy 5000 IQ skill to beat this with this somewhat unorthodox team. Let's say it is unorthodox because it's definitely not usual. Okay guys, so those were the 2 brawler nodes that we had. That last team was very unusual, and there are several options that you have. Of course, not everyone has the same roster, not everyone has the same type of skill level, so you might not be able to do the same thing that I did, but there are a few characters here that are somewhat interesting and part of the meta. We have the Black Panther brothers, the Bashenga and the T'Challa. Then we also have Zombie Iron Man here. We still had Deadpool to use. We also had Miss Marvel, and we had Moon Knight. So there are some characters here that could be somewhat interesting. We also have Shang-Chi. I definitely do not recommend taking the Thor Infinity War, otherwise it might compromise your last node. We still have the Star-Lord, we had Val. I mean, we could make some kind of Hero Cosmic team for sure, but yeah, you definitely have options. You don't have to one-shot all the nodes, and sometimes that's the best way. But I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I didn't sack any of the nodes. Whatever you saw, it was one shot, one kill, and that's pretty much it. That's the way I usually like to play, but sometimes really have to sack it. The developers even design on purpose for you to do that, but not the case for these brawler nodes. And that's it guys, that's the full run on Black Cat. You have the full guide with the different videos on my YouTube channel. You can find the playlist anywhere there. You will have Black Cat playlist. I will also put the playlist on my Discord. The link for my Discord is in the description, where you can find not only this type of information but also infographics and other types of information or conversations where you can participate daily. I don't know. And that's it guys, so I hope this information was helpful for me. It allowed me to get to the top 50. I'm still going to do one more run in the next few days just to make sure that I'll be maybe top 10 or something like that, because I know with this strategy that I present to you that will be possible. But that's all for now guys, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Good luck with your Black Cat trials. If you enjoyed this video, as always, make sure you share it with your friends on Facebook and Discord. If you're new to my channel, make sure you subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content, and I will catch you guys later.